Bush Wildlife Sanctuary is a small peninsula in the swamp. It is barely 3 miles long by 2 miles wide, made up of swamp bloodwood, other forest trees, and various palms and heliconias. Many reptiles, birds, and small mammals call this home. In 1953, the Trinidad Regional Virus Laboratory was established by the Rockefeller Foundation and the Trinidad and Tobago government. The lab later became part of the Department of Microbiology of the University of the West Indies. A station for research programs was set up at the Wildlife Sanctuary, and its scientists worked closely with the New York Zoological Society. Bush is an in-transit airport for numerous birds feasting on all the palm nuts and fruiting forest trees. These birds prompt regrowth of trees, which help to contain the soil. The leaves that fall to the forest floor can provide fine camouflage. Sandbox trees are stately giants with numerous prickles. The buttressed roots of the ficus tree help them stay upright in the wobbly soil. Cannonball trees are evergreen trees that bear a woody fruit resembling a cannonball. Its pink flowers, which litter the forest floor, provide food for some small mammals. 32 types of bats nest in this area, making good use of the dead trees of the forest. The strangler fig is a parasitic tree that grows over a host tree and strangles it to death to prolong its own life, and eventually roots in the soil. Even trees with thorns on their trunks or under their leaves fall prey to the strangler fig. Petite bush is a tiny area filled with more bloodwood trees anchoring their huge bulk with beautifully carved buttress roots to support them in the soft, muddy soil. The tree canopy can reach as much as 150 feet. The upper branches serve as platforms for monkeys. Howler monkeys are one of the biggest monkeys in the Western Hemisphere. They seldom descend to the ground and spend most of their lives at the top of the tree canopy. They live in groups led by a dominant older male. They are most active at dawn and dusk and spend the middle of the day resting and the nights asleep. Howlers use their tails as an extra arm to grip or hang from branches. Monkeys native to Europe, Asia, and Africa do not have such a tail. Their howls, which are heard up to 3 miles away, let listeners know which territory they occupy. Throughout the swamp are several varieties of palms: Maurice, Tirit, Karat, and Cocorit. The Maurice palms in Nariva are one of only 2 known communities of the species, It can be used locally to make twine and baskets. Nariva once had a population of beautiful blue and gold macaws. By the 1960s, these flamboyant birds all but disappeared due to habitat loss and poaching. Today, efforts are ongoing to rebuild the population by breeding them elsewhere and then reintroducing them within the swamp. Their favorite maternity wards are the tops of tree trunks. They mate for life and can live up to 60 years of age. Black-bellied whistling tree ducks are sociable birds that form large flocks when they're not breeding. They get their name from their fondness of perching in trees. Mates may stay together for many years, and both parents equally share the upbringing of the young ones. Through the conservation work of the Pointe-à-Pierre Wildfowl Trust, the whistling tree ducks and the endangered muscovy ducks have been reintroduced to the swamp. At home on floating lily pads, the wattled jacana forages for small fish, aquatic vegetation, and water insects. The juvenile jacana will change color on becoming an adult. The purple gallinule searches for a variety of foods such as seeds, leaves and fruits of aquatic plants, and also insects, spiders, and fish. The swamp serves as a temporary home to many species of migrating birds and waterfowl. Nariva's Wetlands is host to a great variety in a small area. It supports a prolific growth of plant life, numerous birds, reptiles, mammals, and amphibians. It is a complex ecosystem designed to provide immeasurable services to the Earth's cycle of life. Truly, it is a national treasure.